Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn With Me. I'm Deborah Hanson, and today we're going to wrap up the Unit 2 review for AP World History. So there's two other videos on the channel that have the bigger themes of Unit 2 that are broken down for you, so to help you sort of understand the content. But now that you know the content, here's the reality. Knowing history does not automatically earn you points on the AP exam. Just because you're good in history doesn't mean you get the 5. You earn points by using history as evidence to support arguments. So in the final section, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn Unit 2 knowledge into FRQ and LEQ points. Because students who score high on AP World do one thing really well. They connect evidence to themes, not random facts, not memorized lists, not 4 gazillion different little tiny minute dates and people and everything else. Thematic historical arguments. Every Unit 2 question usually connects to one of these 4 things: political, how trade strengthened states or empires; economic, how trade increased wealth and commercial systems; cultural, how trade spread religion and ideas; environmental biological, how trade spread crops, disease, and environmental change. If you can identify the theme first, the writing becomes much easier. So as I mentioned earlier, you don't need a ton of examples. Like you don't need 50, 60, 70 examples for each theme. You need about 8 to 10 flexible examples that you can explain deeply. So here's your Unit 2 power evidence list: Mongols, Pax Mongolica; the Black Death; Champa Rice; Swahili Coast; Mansa Musa; the Compass and Maritime Technology; Bills of Exchange; Caravanserai; Spread of Islam; agricultural diffusion. If you can explain how and why each of these examples matter, you can answer just about any prompt the College Board's going to throw at you. So we're going to talk about how to write a strong FRQ with evidence. Now, when we say FRQ, we're talking about the SAQ, the LEQ, the DBQ, right? So we think about evidence, explanation, and how it connects to the theme. So here's an example prompt. Explain one effect of trade networks. Weak response would be the Black Death spread through the routes. That would pretty much earn you just about nothing. But here's a strong response. The expansion of Afro-Eurasian trade networks contributed to the spread of the Black Death, which caused massive population decline and economic disruption, demonstrating the biological consequences of increased connectivity. That's a strong response. That earns points because it used specific evidence, it explained the impact, and it connected to a theme. And when you're doing an LEQ or a DBQ thesis, for example, you think about your theme, your time period, and your argument. Here's an example for an LEQ thesis. Between 1200 and 1450, expanding trade networks increased economic integration and cultural diffusion while also spreading disease across Afro-Eurasia. Why does this work? Because it addresses the time period, shows multiple effects, and it creates complexity. Earning the complexity point is always a little tricky, but this is where you can really level up. And I do have some tricks on the DBQs, and I'll do a separate video where I tell you how to get happier because that's my whole system, but I will explain it on a different video. High scoring essays show both sides of historical changes. For example, trade increased wealth and cultural exchange, but trade also spread disease and environmental damage. Balanced arguments show deeper historical understanding, and AP readers love this. So if you do see comparison prompts, you need to compare things like, for example, the Silk Roads led to luxury goods, land routes. Indian Ocean is bulk goods, maritime trade, trans-Saharan trade network, gold trade, African state growth. Here's an example. While both the Silk Roads and the Indian Ocean networks facilitated cultural exchange, the Indian Ocean trade system enabled greater bulk trade due to maritime technology. Now that is exam-ready writing, and you can do this if you start connecting your themes to your evidence. If you do get a question where you get stuck, always return to connectivity. I remember my students last year on the DBQ, this was the 2025 exam, on one of the DBQs they mentioned pirates. A lot of them got so stuck on pirates. All they could think about was pirates, and they couldn't sort of focus on what the big theme was. And I told them after, what do we connect it to? What are you connecting? So you have to ask yourself, did the movement of people, goods, or ideas cause the change? And if yes, yes, you're probably answering the prompt correctly. So don't super hyper focus on one thing. Think of it as a big theme connected to evidence. Okay, so let's just wrap all of this up. The Unit 2, the main ideas you need to remember are: trade networks created economic growth. Trade spread religions and ideas. Trade strengthened political states. Trade spread disease and environmental change. If you can remember these and provide a couple of examples for each one of those, you're good to go for Unit 2. If this review helped you understand Unit 2 in a clear, exam-focused way, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it. Also, drop me a comment telling me which units you're still struggling with. And if you have any questions, I'm so happy to answer. Check out my channel for the other unit reviews for AP World. I'll also be doing AP Human Geography, and I already have AP Psychology, but I'm going to be fixing those up a little bit as well. So hopefully you found it helpful. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time.